Hey y'all, Miss Katie with heritageways.com. I'm here back on YouTube, and today we are talking about, we're sharing community and we're sipping something, and I've got my unsweet tea. Actually, it's sweetened with stevia, and I'm here with you. Grab your August 2025 copy of the journal, and I want to share with you a feature that is very near and dear to my heart. Well, welcome home, and I hope that you will please forgive my background. You know, a lot of people will have these fake backgrounds and AI stuff and all that, and I'm not smart enough to know how to do that, nor do I have a desire, because I want to just be real with you, and this is real. I'm about to go fixing to unbox some boxes when we get through chatting, but I'm sitting here with the sun coming in and in the air conditioning. Where are you sitting today? Are you sitting outside in the garden? Are you sitting on the porch swing? Where are you gonna enjoy our chat today? So let me know down in the description box, and let me know what you're sipping. Are you sipping iced coffee or water or lemonade or Homemaker's punch, or what are you sipping today to stay cool or to cool off if you're in a hot area like I am? Talking again about the journal, and we're doing this every week, and I'm really enjoying this because this publication is near and dear to my heart. I'm so thankful and blessed that the community of diligent homemakers, the Heritage Ways diligent homemakers, produces this. This is something that the Lord encouraged me to start 5 years ago. Still going strong. No signs of going anywhere. We're not leaving. We're accepting new subscriptions weekly, and we ship worldwide. We encourage homemakers worldwide to submit content, and we're just so thankful when they do. Focus of this paper is to take us back to old-fashioned ways. Many of us of a certain age remember newspapers. If you don't remember a newspaper, then I feel like you've not had that joy, simple joy of holding a newspaper in your hand, feeling the newsprint. And I wish you all could just smell the ink on the newsprint when it comes out of the printer. Yes, it's probably toxic, but I just inhale that. It's just something warm and cozy to me to smell that. That might sound strange, but it's just, it's an old-fashioned smell. It's a heritage smell. So the purpose is to just take us back in time. We have a rule that we do not publish anything having to do with politics, not because we don't have views. Many of us have strong views, stronger than others. Some of us do, some people do, but that's not what this is about. And also, when it first came out in 2020, I also had a rule that we're not going to talk about worldwide viruses. Again, not because we don't have views, because we do, but that's not what this is about. So this is something, a publication that you can just sit down, and you know it's not going to be about controversy. It's going to be about home. It's for those of us who love home, and specifically a Christ-centered home. I do want to talk to you about the Dear Granny column, and that is new this year, and it is, readers can submit questions, and if you remember the Dear Abby from days gone by, where a reader would submit questions in the newspaper, the local or the syndicate newspapers, and then Abby would, or Dear whomever, would respond. And that's what we have in each issue this calendar year. And I hope that Granny will continue to write for us next year as well, because she's a very wise person in real life. And I know this because she is my dear she's my dear aunt. And she's the great aunt to my children, and one of whom calls her Granny. So that's special to me. So she calls them Granny and Papa, even though they're her great aunt and uncle. But they treat her like a granddaughter and treat my son like a grandson. And so I'm so thankful for that. But she is such an inspiration. She and Uncle Bill, her husband, we call Papa. They are such inspirations and mentors to me, and I'm so thankful. So I asked her at the first year, Granny, would you please author a Dear Granny column? So she receives the questions. She doesn't make them up. She receives the questions and she answers the questions. And you can submit questions as well at granny@heritageways.com. So I'll put that link down below, and you can submit questions to Granny and watch for the answers in an upcoming issue. Her real name is Linda, so and she lives in Ohio. And I'm only going to read you the question for this time, and then tell you that you can find the answer in your copy of the journal. Dear Granny, do you have a regular cleaning routine? I'd love to hear how others approach home cleaning chores. Has this changed over the course of your homemaking life? Signed, Confused by Cobwebs. All right, now, at the end, and then she goes on to answer this, but at the end of every column is the biography for the column manager or the writer of that column, so that you can get to know that homemaker. And so I'm going to read the biography for Granny, and just remember there's one at the end of every column so you can know. And then also there's an email. Like if they choose to submit an email where you can correspond with them personally, not on a journal level, or they might submit the social media where you can find them and that kind of thing. But here is Granny's biography. Granny, parentheses Linda, has been married to Papa, Bill, for 57 years. They have enjoyed a blessed life full of experiences, from living as missionaries in Indonesia to making homes in Texas, Tennessee, Iowa, and Ohio, where they now live in the home that was built by Granny's grandparents, which is my great-grandparents. Both biological and adoptive parents. Their home is a welcoming haven to their 22 grandchildren and many others who also call them Granny and Papa. They actually have a first great-grandchild now. So that needs to be added to this biography. Oh, it says a first great-grandchild will be welcome this year. Okay, well, he's been born. Granny is a trusted source of advice and prayer, which she shares with humility and kindness. To emphasize that, I will tell you that Mr. Patient and I went to see Granny and Papa at some point in the recent months for advice and to cry and to pour out our hearts to them on something that was going on that was very heavy on our hearts. And we can always trust that we can go to them and we can receive advice, opinions, godly advice, and not fear of undue judgment. Although if we needed to hear something heavy, they would not be afraid to tell it. But we knew where they were coming from in love, and so we were there for that reason. And also, I have to say, to emphasize this, Papa makes the most delicious cup of coffee because he roasts the beans and grinds them, and it's just so delicious. I mean, people go there for his cups of coffee. I've asked him, can I please retail your coffee beans? They're so delicious. But while we were there that day, it struck me because there was a grandchild who had just gone through a very upsetting experience, and it just resulted in a broken heart. And that grandchild was actually there for a cup of coffee. The grandchild walked in and said, Papa, can you make me a cup of coffee? And I need to talk. And it hit me. Folks are proverbial and almost literally lining up at their door for advice and direction and wisdom. And I think it's because they just so soak in the Lord and seek the Lord and do the best they can. And they're not perfect, and I'm not trying to make them out to be. And their family's not perfect, and I'm not trying to make them out to be. But I think that just emphasizes that day when that happened. I was like, okay, Granny, Papa, we need to leave to make room for the next grandchild that needs to come in here and seek your solace and your peace. And I texted her later and I said, that's it. That's you've reached the top, if you will, or you've reached that summit to where you can say, thank you, Lord, that you know, they are a source of wisdom where people come in, and they are not haughty people, and I know they're very humbly accepting that. So anyway, that's Granny. And Granny, I hope you're watching this, and miss you down here in Tennessee. Granny's in Ohio, so we don't get to see them as often, but we miss you and we love y'all. And the rest of you everywhere in the world, I hope that you will enjoy reading the August 2025 journal and seeing what Granny has to say. So if you want her to continue writing, then post a comment down below, or at least tell us one thing you do like to read in the journal newspaper. If you'd like to order a sample, you can do that without having to subscribe for the whole year. You can do that, and I'll leave that link down below in the description box. Count your blessings, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully with fewer boxes around me.